The student wants to begin a narrative about the creation of the robots. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal? While researching a topic, a student has taken the following notes. By interlocking their bodies, ants can form bridges to help fellow ants cross gaps. In 2020, Yasmin Ozkan Aydin was inspired by ant behavior to design collaborative quadruped robots. Over the course of a year, she designed, built, tested, and refined her robots. Each robot is programmed to send a signal to another robot, encountering a gap in a path. The signaled robot connects to the back of the signaler robot via magnetic sensors and pushes it across the gap. So let's look at the answer choices. A. When one of Yasmin Ozkan Aiden's robots encounters a gap in its path, it sends a signal to another robot. A signaled robot connects to the back of the signaler and pushes it across the gap. This isn't correct because, as before, the goal is the student wants to begin a narrative about the creation of the robots. So if the student's goal is to begin a narrative about the creation of the robots, it must include how the scientist was inspired by the way ants can ant behavior to form bridges to help fellow ants cross gaps. So because this doesn't mention anything about that or how this scientist began building these robots, A is incorrect. B. After a year, she had designed, built, tested, and refined her robots. This is incorrect because this focuses on her building and testing the robots, not on the creation of the robots, or like beginning a narrative about the creation of the robots, which would focus on how she was inspired by ant behavior. So because this isn't mentioned, B is incorrect. C. Inspired by ants, which form bridges with their interlocked bodies to help fellow ants cross gaps, Yasmin Ozkan Aydin set out to design quadruped robots capable of similarly collaborative behavior. This seems to be the correct answer because it properly begins a narrative about the creation of the robots, and where it begins by her inspiration with the ants and focuses on how she was inspired specifically by how they form bridges with their interlocked bodies. And then inspired by this, she began to design robots that could do some similar collaborative behavior. So overall, C seems to be the correct answer. D. Ants, which have inspired the design of robots, form bridges by interlocking their bodies. This is incorrect because this focuses on ants specifically. It doesn't really show how the scientist was inspired to create the robots. So D is incorrect. Therefore, the correct answer is C.